Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches, RuPaul's Drag Race UK, Season 1, Episode 6. We're almost done. It's crazy.
I know, right?
Yeah, flown by. First things first, this episode is brought to you by AdamandEve.com, the #1 adult superstore. Yes, a new sponsor. We're very excited. They gave us a code to use, or for you to use, which is DRAG. So if you type that in, you get 50% off one item and free shipping in the US and Canada. Some exclusions apply.
Little promo code at the end.
Yeah, so when you go shopping, you'll be like, ooh, I want that toy or that organic lube. And you'll be like, yes, holidays are coming up. Perfect time to get that special someone, a little, or yourself. Or yourself, you are your own special someone. Oh, stocking stuffer.
You blew right past it.
I'm sorry.
I like that. Organic lube for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
You probably have to keep it refrigerated if it's organic.
Not necessarily. I may or may not know from experience.
So yes, go to AdamandEve.com and type in the promo code DRAG and you get 50% off on us. So check it out. Do they have dog toys on Adam and Eve?
Well,
okay, enough said. Watch our Lighthouse review coming out soon.
Ish. Anyway, let's talk about this episode. This is actually the perfect episode for the sponsorship because the theme of this episode was The Thirst is Real.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we'll get to the mini challenge in just a second. But first, Crystal's gone home.
Yeah.
Sad.
The Vivian is very excited to still be here.
Oh, yes. And
oh boy,
this nonsense drama.
I forget who, but somebody's like, oh, so the Vivian, like,
who would you have
if you had won the reading challenge, who would you have picked to be on your team? And I'm like, why are we talking about this? Also, why are we just asking the Vivian? But whatever.
One of the producers obviously didn't just ask that.
Obviously.
Why don't you ask Vivian this in front of everyone?
I probably would have picked.
And then she's like looking at Davina and Baga like, Baga and Davina, and it was just like, okay. And Davina's pissed because she's like, I'm underappreciated. I was like, girl, good. Fly under the radar.
Right.
You don't give a shit what the Vivian thinks. Who cares?
Wake the fuck up. I have a shit ton of skills.
She clearly did care.
Oh, for sure. But I was like...
But you don't.
Don't pay her any mind.
Yeah, as Katya will later tell you.
Mm-hmm. Also, she was in the bottom last week, so why do you care?
Right.
I mean, not that that makes you, like, a waste of space, but
you
like...
won. You have the Rue Peter badge. She does not. There you go.
If you don't have a very high opinion of my drag, fucking say it.
What's going on?
You know what I mean? Hey. Hi.
Oh, hi!
It just seems that you're discounting me all the time and whatever. I mean, the best part of this was just Baga.
You're hearing I wouldn't have chose you first, and you're fucking pissed about that.
Oh, loved this. Oh. It was like Vanjie, like...
Yeah, exactly. Ooh.
But I did love Davina's...
Tell me anybody else in this workroom who has a 4.5 octave range. Tell me anybody else who can sing in 5 languages. Tell me anybody else...
She just, like, lists her credentials.
Yeah.
And then Vivian's like...
I just said that I was going to pick you second. I don't know, girl.
Wow.
Oh my god, and then the silver dress and the red wig.
Now that I've seen you here, you are 20 times the drag queen you are in the outside Wales. Because for the past 10 years, I've seen Davina in a red wig and a silver dress.
I mean, that was...
Bullshit.
That hit a nerve.
Shade. Yeah, well, sure.
Struck a nerve.
Well, that conversation just scalped me.
This drama continues throughout the episode. It was all very heavily produced, and I didn't really care. But it did make me laugh, because it was stupid.
It was stupid?
And no one seemed to actually be affected by it.
Not really.
I shouldn't give a shit what you think. Ding, ding, ding. Round 2.
And Rue announces that the mini challenge is BBC, because they're on the BBC, and, here's a history of the BBC.
BBC. I don't know why you're laughing.
This is interesting, though, too. So, BBC can stand for big black cock.
Okay.
I think as of late, it's been more so taken, not offensively, but just well, we don't have to have this kind of like stereotype and
Sure,
like,
it's, like,
there's like
really-
a fetishizing of people and race, which is weird.
Oh, right. I was gonna say they're just really into Downton Abbey.
Oh yes, exactly.
here for BBC.
Only here for Downton Abbey and Doctor Who. Anyway, this was silly. They bring out the Brit crew and they have to guess boxers, briefs, or commando. And I was like, well, how are they going to get around this? Oh.
Oh.
I thought they were gonna have just a big blurry patch or
Right.
some sort of silly.
Like it's a dance belt, but then like they have like a banana or something, you know, like, oh.
Something fun. I mean, I always love this challenge. It
Oh,
makes
yeah.
me laugh.
Yeah.
Particularly on the BBC.
Oh my, exactly.
Really makes
Where
me
they're
laugh.
just like, oh, the history of British television.
This is maybe not what I was expecting from the BBC. Not angry though.
And now, yeah, you got it right. Zoom in on that.
Briefs?
You got it.
So they have to guess if they're in briefs, boxers, or commando. Commando, turns out it was just in camouflage underwear.
Yeah.
Should have been green screen. Should have been like green screen underwear, and then they could have just put a banana.
Sure,
Or
or
whatever.
whatever.
I like that. That's silly.
Oh my God, I'm going to be walking like Tina Turner.
How does Tina Turner walk?
They still have that collar lying around. I mean, come
Oh
on.
my god. Oh my god. Love that. And then Vivienne does her Kim Woodburn.
Oh, yes.
Oh, filthy darling. You know, that whole thing, which was fun. Kim Woodburn tweeted about it. She thought it was great.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, it's filthy. Have a look.
This was silly. They have like little magnifying glasses that get larger.
Well, then Just Blue has an outrageously, cartoonishly large magnifying glass, as if she brought her own and it's her size. I'm not sure.
I don't know, but I loved it.
Everyone else had a large one.
Yeah.
She had a comically large one.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
Yeah.
How many did I get?
I don't know. I'm in a
can't even-
daze.
Me too.
She looked like a member of the Lollipop Guild or something. It was just like, hey! Like, it was so big. But anyway, Davina wins.
Now, why do they need magnifying glasses if the point was that the bulges were so large?
So big. Because it's fun.
I guess, and they were far away?
Am I allowed a closer inspection?
No, darling. This is as close as you get.
But yes, Davina wins.
Yeah.
And she wins a FaceTime call with Katya. Random, loved it.
Yeah.
And then obviously it turned into more than that. We'll talk about it. And in the theme of thirst, Ru announces that the Maxi Challenge is to create and market your own brand of water. And I mean, this is fun, interesting. I guess, you know, BBC, they wanted it to be as generic of a product as possible.
Exactly. So they're all sitting around trying to brainstorm. Can we talk about?
When you did the Welsh accent, that was hilarious.
Do you know what, guys? I'm absolutely sick of these girls. I've had enough of this. Blue, stop doing that.
Cheryl's Welsh accent?
Oh no.
Blue was like, I've never heard a Welsh accent, so good?
Cheryl's Welsh accent is questionable, and all these shady bitches know it.
In some ways, I agreed with the girls that, like, I'd like to see a different shtick than Essex girl.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that Cheryl has been coasting the whole time.
I absolutely agree.
I like her. She seems fun. She seems like a good drag queen.
Absolutely.
Do I think that she's grown or shown a wide variety of talents or different shades of her personality? No. So I'm just sort of like, oh, okay, we're still just doing Essex. Okay, that's your shit. Okay, it's working. Apparently it's working.
Apparently.
So they've all been brainstorming, and everyone's had to, write out all their stuff, and everyone's basically done, it seems. And then Ru comes in and is like,
God.
all of your plans are terrible. You should change them completely. All right, you have a few minutes to get ready. Bye. It was like really weird.
It's really
And
weird.
I ultimately think that's why all of the commercials were pretty lackluster. I mean, I don't want to blame it all on that, but
No,
it was
but-
like they all seemed vague and ill-formed.
Right, if you're gonna come in and just whirlwind Tasmanian devil it and be like, nope, garbage, try again, then you gotta do it where they have enough time to, like, regroup.
She literally told everybody, I'm pretty sure almost every single person,
Yeah, don't like that.
do that, change it completely.
Ooh, that sounds gross. I'm going to challenge you to find some other angles. I'm having a hard time with that.
Oh shit, looks like I'm gonna have to change my idea.
Maybe it's Ru's way of being, like, testing them.
Right.
To see, like, oh, do they have the courage of their convictions to
Sure.
stick with what they got despite what RuPaul is telling them
Sure.
to do? I don't know.
That's like a double, triple,
It's like,
double.
yeah, reverse
line
psychology.
cheating.
Yeah, I don't even know. I'm telling you to do this, but really, I'm seeing if you're willing to not do it.
Because I said that you shouldn't. Or should.
Right.
But I did love her conversation with Cheryl.
I thought I'd pull out one of my best dancer costumes.
Well, you realize you'll be doing it in front of a green screen, right, darling?
Oh, crap!
Yes.
You know you're going to be against a green screen, right? Oh!
I could have sworn we've seen that green costume. Was it her Meet
Maybe
the
it was
Queens
her Meet the
look?
Queens. Ooh.
Love this outfit. Kind of.
I was just really enjoying the idea that potentially Ru hadn't told her, and then she came to set in a fully green outfit, and then it...
Did you see, have
it
you
was
seen
just
that
dots
video?
or something.
Well, right, the little polka dots. Have you seen the video of the girl that paints herself in the green screen paint and covers herself in the green screen suit?
No.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
You're so pretty, just like your mom.
So then it's just her eyes and her teeth.
Oh my god.
And then they'll like put her like on a dog.
Scary.
And it's like, hey, it's me.
Hey, what are you looking for? Put my eyes in the Google. Are you looking for something?
Or it was like on Google, it'd be like, hey, what you trying to Google? It was really silly. It was fun.
Are you the only one without a repeater badge?
Are you the only one that doesn't have a badge? As if she didn't give them out.
Right.
To everyone, no matter what, willy-nilly, here you go. You get a badge, and you get a badge, and you get a badge.
I guess there's just repeater badges for everyone. Let's just say that.
Are you the only one? It was so shady.
It really was.
And then that continues. She goes to talk to Davina, and she's just like, so, do you think the other queens are underestimating you?
Yeah.
What
I
they
heard
said?
that the Vivian, like, right?
Was it the Vivians that said it?
I thought you were just a sequin dress and a red wig.
Do you think that's what Vivian thought about you?
Absolutely.
Earlier today, about the silver dress, that I'm not being fed these lines by producers right now.
Obviously.
Vivian's like, Han, what's this now? What are you saying, Maddie?
I said silver, actually.
I wish you had just shouted across the fucking workroom. I said silver, not sequin. You know? Just
I said silver, love.
yeah, exactly.
What do we get?
It would have been great. Just, really be shady and
Yeah.
stupid. Like, because it's all nonsense. It was such nonsense that it just lean into it 100%.
Oh, we didn't talk about it. Just Cheryl.
Oh, right.
Yes, Judge. Cheryl.
So Cheryl Cole.
I guess she changed her name from Cole, so now just like Jerry, who changed her name from Hallowell, they were just like, well, now I'll just be Jerry
I
or
like the idea
Cheryl.
of it, if you can't quite hack it because you're not quite Madonna or not quite Cher, that you're literally just Jerry or literally just Cheryl. This week, Cheryl.
Yes, Judge. Cheryl.
Once that was announced, I was like, oh, so obviously this is the reason that they've kept Cheryl around.
I mean,
Because if Cheryl,
but also true.
Obviously.
like, oh, we have to keep Cheryl Hole around because
Cheryl.
just Cheryl.
Just Cheryl is
is going to be a guest judge in episode 6, so
Yeah.
obviously we have to keep her till here so they can have a conversation about girl groups. And then
It
she
was
can...
super boring. At least if it had been worth it, I'd be like, well, fine, but it was boring.
I mean, I was never thinking this day would actually come that me and you would be at least this close.
I personally was not a huge fan of Cheryl.
I was a fan of how out of it she seemed.
Definitely did.
Obviously, my namesake is because of you.
Oh, babe.
So
I love that.
That's where it came from, me.
I loved your advert. What was the concept?
I loved that advert. What was the idea behind it? I was too busy like...
It was good. We'll talk about it later. Mainly, we'll just say what we just said. But it made me laugh.
I'll laugh again. So quick commercial break, and we will be back with the filming of the commercials.
First up, Blue Hydrangea with Blue Hydration.
Yeah.
I like that. It was fun.
Yeah, I think it was tough for her to go first.
I liked her ad. I thought it was one of the best.
I agree. I don't mean in terms of the product that she created.
Okay.
I'm saying in terms of psychologically.
Sure.
Going first, because then she saw, they had that whole weird moment with her and Cheryl, like, oh God, I hate mine. Compared to everyone else that she was now watching, hers was a mess.
So maybe it was better that she went first.
Maybe, because then she would have been all nervous.
Because she just came out with all this confidence and then slowly like, oh,
exactly,
no.
Maybe that's true.
So,
Good point.
But she basically does Red for Filth. I mean, essentially, you know, are you frazzled? Do you lack confidence? Does your country discriminate against you? Yes!
I mean, this got me. Give me funny faces and I'm gonna laugh. And then she got her points across through the VO. And then it said, well, now you have blue hydration. Like, the concept here was clear.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
I do love when she's like, because like, the blue hydration is going to turn you into the most confidently fabulous you or whatever. She tears away this robe. And she's got the water bottle between her legs.
Right.
And like the robe is still half on one of her legs.
And she's like, is that good?
Okay, right? Well, we can't see all
head to toe, so the water.
Not gonna work. Exactly. We're gonna have to do it. Oh, okay. I like that a lot.
It made me laugh so much. Well, and then the silly nonsense of her, like, with the bottle, you know, like, sounds like someone needs to go to adamandeve.com and find something better to work on.
Go over the top with this, really. Okay, maybe not that much.
No, but it was silly. You know.
It did make me laugh.
Yeah.
Can't deny.
No.
Numerous times.
Yeah.
So.
But so next was Cheryl Hole.
Yes.
And I was confused. A little.
Confused?
A little bit by the concept. I guess
wasn't confused. I was just like, oh yeah, this was expected.
Cheryl Hole's dancing diva water. Oh no, it's drink. Crap, I fucked up my own drink.
Oh, bugger, I messed up my own name. I mean, I don't know why she turned into whatever that was, but...
Cheryl's advert was really kind of scatty, but then this is probably her best outfit.
I think it is.
No, the green one was the best look, but she couldn't wear it.
Well, that's fair. That was the other thing that bummed me out was that she's like, and I'm going to introduce you to my big little secret. I don't know what, I'm just going to stop with the accents. I'm sorry, guys.
I really like it.
Now I'm going to let you in on my big little secret.
But I was like, I wish she's just like, because then she pulls the water bottle out.
Right.
I was just like, ooh, I was sitting on it.
I'm sitting on a secret.
I've been sitting on a little secret.
It was all for you, Mrs.
Yeah, that's right. I've been sitting on a secret.
I did it for you, Mrs. Moo.
You know, going back,
Yeah.
that performance was better than it got credit for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like Blue.
I do too.
really like Blue.
I do too.
But I did think Cheryl had a lot of energy and was fun. She's always fun. She seems like she'd be fun to kiki with.
Absolutely.
I'm just like, I'm ready for a little bit more.
I don't know if she was prepared as much as she needed to be for this show.
It seems like they're Roxy Andrewsing her.
Yep.
And it's sort of like, you know, getting to the point where the show is making me annoyed at her, but it's really the show's fault.
Absolutely.
But next up, Davina De Campo with the DDC.
Yeah.
This, you know, got the edit of you should be worried, but we knew that it was going to be fine.
Yeah.
Because feelings of moral superiority, incurable realness, and severe shade endure responsibly.
Long-winded speeches and
Yes. Oh yeah, the editing really laid into it. Like, oh my god, everyone hates it.
all the queens are like, oh,
Yeah.
this is so boring.
It's going on forever.
Oh my God.
In the long run, I don't think it really was particularly funny, but it was clear and concise and humorous.
Yeah.
And had a message.
And then last was Bag of Chips with her chippy tea water.
I'm really not sure about the water concept, what you were selling. I think we had more fun watching you put stuff in your mouth.
This challenge, I think you want it to be funny. You're not actually trying to sell water. So this whole concept of like, well, I would actually buy her water, but her water, no thanks. And I'm like, this is stupid. Did she make you laugh? Did she have a clear concept? Was she showing her personality?
Right.
Showing off her skills.
I will say that I don't think that Baga had a clear concept.
Oh, no.
But what was weird was that the part that made it more clear of, ooh, this water tastes like food, therefore I won't get fat because I'm just drinking water, didn't come across in the final product.
No. Well, and she said when Ru came by, she had some whole thing about turning into an old woman or so. She seemed to have a plan, and Ru was like, throw that out the window.
Yeah.
So I think she just never recovered.
Oh wait, was hers the one where it was like, are you tired of getting buggered by guys? Who are
They won't leave you alone.
Yeah.
This water will make you ugly so you can get on the subway without any hassle or whatever.
I mean, yikes. But like that's actually like a real thing. But men. I at least liked that concept, and then Ru fucked her over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This always confuses me. Like, well, she didn't sell, her water seemed gross.
Right.
So I'm like, well, what are we doing? This is fine. We're not actually trying to sell this.
Exactly.
Sell themselves. Did they entertain you and make you laugh?
Yeah.
That should be the bottom line.
Or the opposite, where it's like, if it's a product that actually, give them a product that they have to create and market and sell, and then the winner gets to sell theirs.
Sure.
That would be great. Project Runway would do that, where they'd be like, oh,
we're going to make your print on a Dixie cup.
Yeah, exactly.
Your Dixie cup design will be sold for a minute until we run out. On 1 month of anyway. But
still that idea of like, oh, you did a good job actually creating a thing that, like, as a drag queen.
If that's the challenge, but that's not this challenge.
That's not this challenge. But I wouldn't be mad at that challenge where it's like, oh, you want to be America's next drag superstar? How good at you are
at making merch.
Yeah.
Have a crowd. Have them try and sell it on the street.
Yeah. See how many people they can sell it to, and whoever makes the most money, have them go out on the street. Love that.
I miss the days of day drag.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you sold, 20 of your whatever things?
Yeah.
Congratulations. You're the winner. That's not this challenge.
No.
Speaking of fabulous drag queens, though.
Yes.
Katya shows up.
Hi, oh my god, it's so nice to meet you. Crash. Aww. And then, Katya gets out of a car.
Silly.
Hey, surprising her. Loved it.
Yeah. As I retweeted, dear Cher, gay god, please give us a show of Davina De Campo and Katya just being weird together.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
All this little mice in your head chewing away. Oh, little bitch, I'm going to take it away now.
Have you ever thought about taking antipsychotics?
Have you thought of antipsychotics?
Have you cried? Have you puked?
Have you been crying? Have you puked?
I have cried.
I mean, these boots. I mean, the whole outfit was lovely.
Yes.
Love Katya. She's amazing.
Yeah.
But
if you haven't watched our Clue episode with Katya, you should watch that after this.
Obviously. But I did actually love this advice and think it was really good advice that you can actually do.
Yeah.
Like, it was manageable. Like, you could actually implement this.
You're just in your one-woman show. There's nobody else. Even Ru, that's your assistant. Yeah. Michelle, she's an intern.
RuPaul is your assistant. Michelle is the intern.
You're gracing them. You know what I mean? With your presence.
You are gracing them with your presence. You do you 100%.
Yep.
Don't worry about all of this nonsense. That's all rhetoric in your head. Just go and be and fly. And I was like, yeah, that's like really good advice, actually.
So it was like a full tragedy mirror this episode. I mean, it was very nice. But...
It was. I mean, I do think that the British editors are shadier, and they're really going for every dagger sound and every swipe and every this. But Blue, out of nowhere, just like a producer definitely didn't say anything.
The producer's like, ask Vivacious what her childhood was like growing up in Jamaica. And I'm all like, I don't have time. I'm trying to put my makeup on.
Oh, hey, we're all drag queens. Like, but I never got into drugs and drinking or anything. How about you guys? I mean, it was just...
It was so much.
It was terrible. They tried to drown me in the ocean. I'm like, oh my God, that's so awful.
But then she's like, yeah, we always work at night. You don't really have a day life. You just have a night life. And they're like, they're like playing all the sad, like dramatic, and here's where I reveal. And then Davina being like, I know, we're goblins of the night, aren't we? Drag queen.
You just have like a nightlife. Yeah, you're like a little creature of the night, playing your music and then disappearing.
Goblins, ha! And then it was like the music
serious.
cut, and then it was like back to the music. Dun, dun, dun. Vivian, I was a drug addict, and like this whole story, which was very moving and touching, but like the editing really got me. Drag queens, we are goblins. Ha! Oh, this wasn't the moment.
They were trying to be serious, Davina.
Disappearing from the sunshine. There's no bigger high than going on stage and entertaining people. Yeah.
But I thought this was very nice that the Vivian could be like a spokesperson and to share that journey. I'm sure will help a lot of other people.
Exactly.
So that's great.
It was an inspiration that she reached her lowest point and then dug herself out of it and like is clean and sober.
So 3 of my friends died and it didn't stop me. I was a drug addict for 4 years of my life.
I thought that the Vivian really showed her vulnerable side and showed sort of why she does always seem so strong and immovable and like I have to just chug ahead and just keep on,
It was nice to see another side. I mean, last week she was broken down a little bit too.
Right, because
so
she
that helped.
failed.
Yes. But still, it was nice to see a little bit more of a vulnerability than just like, I'm the Vivienne and I'm perfect and I'm gonna slay this competition. Look at all my repeater badges. You know?
That was more Davina.
I guess it kind of, no, that's, her laugh really kills me.
It's great.
Yeah. So, quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the runway, a rainy day, and the commercials, and lip sync, and there's lots to come. The Ru comes out, and this feathers. Pilos, darling, pilos.
I love this red feathered jumpsuit within a cape,
Yeah.
a floor-length feathered cape.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was.
I liked it a lot.
The beauty mark.
A beauty mark too. I was
Right.
like, oh, we're shaking it up a little, doing a little something different.
Yeah, a raven, I guess.
That's so Raven.
I would never say that.
So category is Rainy Day Eleganza. First up is Davina De Campo.
Oh, yes.
And this is fun. I mean, she walks out in this, yellow Dickie, what's that?
Macintosh.
Macintosh.
Mm.
And then she tears that away.
Well, I mean, she's got her little, Morton Salt.
Yeah, but she just looked like the Morton Sea Salt girl.
And tears it away to reveal, I would say, a very draggy look.
Yes.
It wasn't fashionable,
No.
and those are two different things, and they can be the same or different. And I liked this.
Yeah.
But it definitely felt like a costumey.
I mean, if she was lip syncing to like Rihanna's Umbrella,
Or It's Raining Men.
Love it. I get it. I see it. I didn't.
Why wasn't that the lip sync
Ooh,
song?
yeah.
I mean, I
They
get
had to
why
do-
they sang to Cheryl,
yeah.
but
Just
I would have
Cheryl.
liked that. To just Cheryl? But I would have liked that.
I would have loved that a lot.
Yeah.
It'd really go with the theme rather than just like who the guest
Than
stars.
just Cheryl.
Yeah, but they had to have Cheryl lip sync to Cheryl.
Of course they did.
I liked it a lot.
I liked it.
I just wasn't stunned by it. I wasn't like, oh my god, my brain is blown.
Yeah.
Where some of her previous looks
Oh my
have done that.
I did love that she was like, fuck it, I'm wearing a red wig. Fuck you, the Vivienne.
Yeah.
So next on the runway, Cheryl Hole. Just Cheryl Hole. Maybe she should change her name to that. Just Cheryl Hole. Come on, just do it.
Just Cheryl Hole.
Any hole is a goal.
I thought this was one of Cheryl's better looks,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. This all silver, really reflective, metallic-y raincoat.
From here up.
I mean, and her face and her...
Always.
She always is painted for guys. I mean, it's a little samey.
Sure.
But it's always beautiful. And she opens it up to reveal this sort of like Madonna, Lady Gaga kind of like Halloween costume, kind of. Like a...
Sure, yes.
Like a Just Dance era.
Yeah.
With the
It was not
metallic
groundbreaking.
boobs and whatever. I thought it was like a little bit different than what she's been giving us, but still just sort of felt like not special.
No. And then you got to the shorts and it was like, what happened there?
Yeah.
We still don't entirely know.
I'd liked it maybe if it was an actual mini dress.
It was meant to be.
You grow 8 inches?
Hello.
And then it's never resolved.
No, but for what I could tell, the crotch of the outfit was higher than her actual crotch.
Right.
So it seemed like it was meant for someone with a shorter torso. And so then she pulled it up, like cut out the crotch, pulled it up,
Yeah.
and then added the shorts so that it wasn't like her, dingly bits dingling out.
Her dingly bits dingling out. You know what would have been really great? If Trinity the Tuck did this, it would be like cellophane clear underwear and it would be like, look at that tuck.
Sure.
That's what it would be.
Sure.
And he'd be like, oh bitch.
Oh, bitch.
It was just so weird to be like, oh, well, it was supposed to be a mini skirt. But I
It didn't fit, so then I put on shorts.
don't know.
It's weird.
I'm surprised. So almost everyone comes out with some sort of umbrella.
Right.
Right? And I really thought there was a missed opportunity for someone to be drenched. Like maybe either you don't have an umbrella or it's turned out like the wind.
Right.
It's so windy and then you're dripping and you find a way to make the makeup and you're like a drowned rat or something.
Yes.
I bet
Or-
Scaredy Cat would have done that.
Well, she didn't because we saw her Instagram.
Oh, right, but I loved it.
It was fun, the Instagram.
Yeah.
Or if you did something like, didn't Kim Kardashian do like a wet hair look for the Met Gala?
Yeah.
Something like that where it's like, oh gosh, I'm wet. And I'm like, wasn't her whole outfit look like it was wet? Like if you did something like that, that could be really good. Where it's just like, oh, I'm caught in the rain, but I'm still Eleganza.
Well, and I thought maybe they would do, so on Project Runway, they did
Oh, the wet runway.
The wet runway. And I was like, ooh, that would have been fun if we were like...
Singing in the rain, skipping, dancing down the runway.
Now, if Davina... No, maybe not. If she'd gone like full Debbie Reynolds and had like the big galoshes and everything, but maybe not.
I mean, I wouldn't have minded the galosh. But speaking of it turned inside out umbrellas, Bag of Chips has a giant inside out umbrella with a rubber ducky.
Has she just been bullshitting her costumes?
Yes.
Every outfit has been like, well, this'll work.
Yes.
A little bit. Maybe not every single one, but a lot of them seem like, what can I throw together to kind of match the runway? The best one, I think, was her Day at the Races one with the yellow.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
I think
that was both her best look and also fit the category best.
Yeah.
Because Laser Minnelli was nonsense. I mean, it was
I loved it,
fun.
but it was not fitting of the category. Yeah. Did you see that someone's conspiracy theory that Liza Minnelli was her backup for Snatch Game, but she had to use the look?
Oh.
And then Amy Winehouse was her other backup because she had to use the look?
I mean, that's not a bad theory because when they were like, well, don't you have any backups? And she's like, but the clothes don't, I can't use them because I've already used them. Yeah. Mm.
But speaking of Liza Minnelli, I mean, oh my God.
Oh boy.
So I mean, I did think that the headpiece was at least creative and interesting.
Yes.
It was certainly the best part of the look.
Yes. Was it flawlessly executed?
No.
What if it was a collar? What if you wore a clear inside out umbrella as like a collar and then you had like a silly little umbrella handle coming out of your head?
It's like Elizabethan rainy day remix.
Yes, like, ooh, and then like your face is like, I don't know.
You're like wet.
You're the rubber ducky.
Oh boy.
And maybe that's too much. Or if you were somehow in a giant umbrella, would be fun. On like skates or something.
Anyway.
Twirling.
Anyway.
Maybe there's water that...
I don't think so.
I
think you've gone down
too costumey.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. But when Graham Norton said that this looked like Liza Minnelli as a psychiatric nurse, I died.
Liza Minnelli working as a psychiatric nurse.
This was the best read. Oh my God, I love this.
Yeah.
Because it was very true. I mean, it was sequins upon sequins upon sequins upon sequins upon sequins.
It was so much.
I saw her making the headpiece in the workroom. So this felt really like, ooh, what works? Oh, I guess I'll wear this. It kind of looks like rain.
Yep.
And then can I borrow that umbrella? Or maybe I packed an umbrella and figured I'd do something with it.
Yeah.
But
I guess she was just not fully prepared.
Drip, drip, drop, little golden shower.
If you don't know what a golden shower is, you're very naive.
Very naive.
If you don't know what a golden shower is, it's very naive.
So the next down the runway, the Vivienne. I mean, this was great. It was like one part the girl from The Ring, one part, fashion-y rain cloud.
Yeah, one part like Greek tragedy.
Like a tragedy mask.
Yeah.
Like the way she painted it or something.
Right.
It was kind of like Eeyore on a rainy day, like, hey guys, like it's got a perpetual rain cloud.
Yes, it was certainly like rainy day personified. I really liked this. It was probably my favorite look on the runway because it was so unique.
Yeah.
And what I really liked, as Michelle pointed out, she's shown us a wide variety of looks, of makeup, of different things, whereas like it's the opposite of Cheryl, I think.
Right.
Where we've seen kind of the same, like you're great at doing this kind of makeup, you're great at doing this kind of thing. Vivienne's been like, oh, you want this? I'll give you this. You want this? I'll give you that. You want rain cloud theater masterpiece nonsense? I give you this. Like, I'm blue. I don't know. Dabba-dee, dabba-da. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of blue, last up is Blue Hydrangea. And I really liked this.
I think this was probably my second favorite look.
I think maybe. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She looks like, Harley Quinn, sad in the rain.
With the cellophane,
like that iridescent-y.
Really, fun. And the matching boots.
I
And
love the boots.
The hair, the ombre, the highlighter
With the
hair, with the little
balls,
combs.
yeah.
I really liked this.
I did too.
I thought she sold it on the runway. She's skipping through puddles. She's going to a birthday party, or they said something like that. And it was like really cute.
I thought she really nailed the runway.
Splish splash, bitch.
Splish splash, bish.
Bish.
Well, because that's what Katy Perry says. Swish, swish, bish.
Oh, is that what she was quoting? Because
she said she looked like Katy Perry.
I went to a different place. I went to Splish Splash, the Bobby Darin classic.
Taking a bath?
Yeah.
All up on a Saturday night.
I really thought
course you did.
Of course I did. Splish splash, bitch.
Splish splash, bitch.
So another quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with the commercials and the judging and the lip sync, and there's stuff to talk about. So, So first up, Davina De Campo. And I mean, it was like we kind of said, nothing changed. Well, actually, no, I take it all back. A lot changed because they really were setting her up like, oh God, I'm worried. Oh no. I liked this. I thought it was clarity of concept, A+.
Yes.
She told a story. She made a message which I did think was...
And she made a message palatable.
Exactly.
It wasn't preachy, even though it was effective.
Yep.
It wasn't funny to me. It was humorous, I
Sure.
would say.
There were parts where I giggled when, our unique filtration process.
It did like this, Waterworld reference. That's how Waterworld starts.
They have to pee?
Yeah, because the whole world's under seawater.
Okay.
And so the opening shot of this $80 million movie, I don't know, like some absurd amount of money, is Kevin Costner, the same shot from behind, pissing into a bucket, and then it like filters it, and then he drinks his piss.
Oh, love it. So when I picked that, it was not even as spot on as I thought.
Yeah, no, it was great. Oh, I thought, no, yeah, you did.
I've never seen Waterworld. I've only been to the Waterworld.
Mariner!
The Mariner. I'll get you, Mariner!
At Universal Studios. We should probably watch Waterworld. It's very bad.
Okay. I mean, it wasn't the bad movies drawer, so.
It's true. So next up is Cheryl. Just Cheryl Hull. And this was exactly what I expected.
I thought this was probably one of the worst ones.
It was fine. It was nice and not a disaster.
Yes,
and it was like,
correct.
Oh, that was cute.
Yep.
You didn't fail the assignment.
Not at all.
But at this point,
you kind of have to do
you
better
kind
than
of have to really be excelling. Particularly if you don't have any repeater badges.
Yes. Oh my God.
Are you the only one without a repeater badge?
But this, oh my gosh, they spent so much time letting her talk to Cheryl.
Oh,
Just Cheryl.
God. The girls have inspired me a lot from my childhood all the way up till 10, when you disbanded and you absolutely devoed me.
Sorry.
I love girl groups. I loved you. You've inspired me. Oh my God, when you broke up, I was so sad. And Cheryl's like,
sorry.
Oh,
I just think she didn't know what to say. It was this awkward thing. I have to judge you, but you're telling me how much you love me and I mean everything to you. This is weird.
Yes, it was weird.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you.
I wish that there was an untucked moment where like Cheryl could have come backstage while they were deliberating and been like, hey, I heard that I heard that you're a fan. I put it together that you stole my name, bitch. That's the time to have that kind of moment.
Yeah.
But I don't think had it set up for that, I guess.
Yeah.
I loved that advert. I was actually watching how you look, to be honest. I was like, wow, she looks awesome. What was the idea behind it?
What was the idea of the commercial? I was just so distracted by how...
I loved your commercial. What was the concept? I was so distracted by how beautiful you are.
Everyone's reaction is just like, that wasn't shade. I was just so what?
I was so distracted by how beautiful you are, and subsequently me, because you're painted like me. Just Cheryl. I don't know.
Seriously?
What was that about?
I was too busy late.
For me, this is literally the only time I've ever seen Cheryl, just Cheryl Cole. Like, I have no concept for her. I'm sorry, I apologize. But, like, I haven't seen a music video. I've seen
a couple music videos, and I was like, yeah okay, you're
she
dancing,
seems very talented. But, like, I've not seen her in an interview. I don't know anything about her. So, for me, this was my introduction, and I was like, oh, what's this? Okay, this is fun. I mean, I like when she got in a fight with Michelle later.
Oh,
we'll talk about it. It was fun. I mean, I don't know. She seemed fun, but also out of it. But next up, Baga.
Yeah. Oh, boy, this was a mess.
Yeah, it was very bad.
This was definitely hands down the worst commercial.
I would agree. It was the messiest.
Yep.
She's just shoving battered sausages in her mouth.
Yeah, and then burping and whatever.
And the pit crew guys are just kind of
there. Oh, and then spilling the water. But why are you spilling it? Are you supposed to buy it to spill it all over yourself?
They're drunk on how good it tastes. I'm not sure.
I don't know. And then, that's much better. But she didn't do it very well. And
I was like, we're cool. We don't need that every week. Like,
exactly.
Now's
not the time to be using that. Make a new one.
You also, like Cheryl, need to be constantly evolving too. Everybody does.
She definitely hit a plateau this episode.
I mean, I really do like her.
Oh, yes.
But this week, showed her limitations.
Yeah, it was not a cute look on her. That happens. It's a competition. It's tough.
Yep.
It takes its toll on different people in different ways.
Yep.
This was hers.
We'll get there. They show back as commercial. Michelle is like, well, I did not like that.
We'll hear from the other judges. Maybe it's just me.
I think it's just you.
It is just you, Michelle.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought she was on brand. It was smart for her to be on brand.
Michelle?
Well, her name's not battered sausage, is it?
It's not battered sausage,
It's
but you
bag
did
of
indicate
chips.
that.
Her name isn't battered sausage. It's bag of chips. There's so much. I really like when people piss off Michelle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah! Jesus Christ. Woo! Like Joe McHale.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Woo! I like it a lot.
Me too. This made me laugh a lot. I mean, I kind of agree with just Cheryl. The chippies, I got the connection.
For me, this challenge is not about actually selling the water. So I was like, sure, you were on brand. You connected it to yourself and your own personality, but it was a messy and not funny commercial. So that was the flaw for me. Next up, the Vivienne as this overworked Liverpudlian housewife.
Are you sick of guzzling loads of water and still feeling drier than me granny on a Saturday night?
I did love that she threw the baby.
Oh, yeah. Here in my lab. I mean, this is all nonsense.
Well, it was weird. In his lab, she was like, it seemed like it was like, oh, in my husband's garage.
Well, it was weird that they picked a garage backdrop.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was her choice, if they didn't have a scientific laboratory backdrop that they could get.
Like a beaker. I would have put the Brit crew, I mean, maybe they didn't have time, but like in a white coat.
They clearly did not. That's why she was like, does this look like a scientist to you? And he was like, oh, yeah.
Is that reading scientists?
Yeah, it yells scientist. I now regret not doing science.
Nailed it.
I mean, it worked when she said, oh, he's like his lab. The backdrop was really what threw me.
That was a little confusing.
Well, and then it was like, is the secret ingredient like his spunk? Like, oh, in his laboratory, he's putting in the secret ingredient that gets me really going.
I like referring to your genitalia as your laboratory.
In the laboratory.
In my fella's lab in there.
Keep you nice and wet. And then she's, transformed, into a less frazzled housewife.
Right, and really mugging. She's
mugging
dripping.
To the camera.
I'm dripping.
But they were funny faces. And I thought this was good and probably the best or second best of a grouping that I found to be lackluster.
Sure.
So
I would say, like, hers and Davina's both had the most concept. Hers was a little funnier.
Well, and then then next up was Blue,
Right.
who I thought had the most energy and was I was the most like engaged in what she was doing personally.
Yep.
And it gave me the biggest laugh.
I laughed the most, and I thought that I liked her story of like, oh, you want to learn to love yourself? Drink this water.
Yeah.
It gives you that inner drag queen.
Yeah.
I thought that messaging was like right up Rue's alley.
Yeah. And then when she put on the glitter.
Oh, wait. Ooh, the confidence.
Ooh.
It was silly. I mean, the faces were great.
I mean, that is the gift. That's the thing I'm going to remember about any of these ads.
And
Are your country's laws discriminating against you?
does your government oppress you? That gift, and Baga.
Oh yeah, I mean, that was great.
Are the three gifts from this episode.
Yeah, I love
so
that.
it's like, why are we sending her home? It doesn't make sense to me.
No, it just seemed like, again, like last week when they were like, well, Crystal, it's your time because we decided
We
that
decided
it is.
Cheryl Hole needs to go on to next week
So she
that she can meet
lip sync to
just
just Cheryl. So all the queens go back for the discussion and they're all on the couch talking and I do love it. And then Cheryl's like,
having that interaction with the person that I've idolized for years and years. Like
Another girl group essay from Cheryl is about to happen.
Blue's so shady.
So shady. But Drew.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Who put 50 pence in Cheryl,
Baga is pretty much, I mean,
this was crazy. This was like kind of the opposite crazy of I'll PayPal you $10,000.
It's bye-bye Vienna for Baga. Baga has left the building tonight.
Where that was like, I will do anything to stay here. This was like, well, I guess I should go because I didn't do well and I can't handle that failure and I don't know the words and I don't want to learn them because it's not my... It's just a lot of excuses.
She had defeated herself before she even tried.
Absolutely.
Do you know the song?
Not really.
Well, I think it was the defense mechanism of I don't want to try because if I try and fail, then I failed. Whereas if I didn't try, I can always say, well, I just didn't even try.
Oh my God, she really did. It was crazy. She was just convinced she was in the bottom, which I was as well.
I was absolutely as well.
This bagger that was my biggest competition is sat there going, oh, well, it's been nice, try. And it's boring the shit out of me. Go and learn your song because I'm going for a ciggy.
Vivian is not having it. She's like, girl, shut up. Go learn your lines. I'm not having this.
Yeah.
You're boring me.
Yeah.
Get out of here. I was like, oh, bitch.
Yeah, confidence corner canceled. You know, it's just like...
Crystal's already gone.
Well, right. And she was just content to say, great, I won 3, bye. You know, I was just realizing, I wish they had, like, the Untucked. I mean, there's no real Untucked. I wish there was.
Yes, I do.
Because, 1, it's more fun, but 2, also, I would have liked to, like, this is where you have the video moment. Or whatever, you know, it's like, Baga was, like, not feeling it or whatever, and then they played the video of her mom being like, oh, come on, Baga, you got this again, much better. You know, like, whatever.
I apologize on behalf of Andrew. But yes, I do know what you mean.
And then she's like, okay, I can go into this lip sync and I can do it. And then...
Fuck this umbrella duck hat.
Yes.
Well, fuck this pink hat.
Oh.
So they all get back out there, and I really don't understand. They were all hating on Blue.
Yeah.
I really didn't get it. I thought her outfit was the best, if not the second best, to Vivian's. I thought her ad was in the top 3, if not kind of my favorite.
It was certainly my favorite, honestly.
It made me laugh. Did you think it was unjust they sent Blue home?
I certainly remembered hers. It's no, like, you know, I love that drink.
It's no, are you ready for me? You know, it wasn't the best, but of the groupings,
it was the best.
It had the most energy.
Right.
You know, I mean, her sucking off that bottle, it really got me. The way it was, the desperation.
It was...
I can't wait. I totally can't wait. You know, just like, it was like really good. I liked it a lot. But anyway, Becca is miraculously safe.
I was more shocked than Vinegar Strokes was.
Shocked. Shocked. I am shocked. And the Vivian wins. Cheryl and Blue are in the bottom.
And they have to lip sync to Call My Name by Just Cheryl.
And Cheryl is like, I got this. I know this song back and front. Just Cheryl's my idol. I got this. I'm ready. And I was like, ooh, no, I'm really rooting for Blue, honestly. I really was. And I thought they both did a very good job.
I think they did.
I thought I saw more fire from Blue.
Yes. Well, I like that she did different things. You know, she had this like weird kind of maniacal like thing, and she was like, there was a lot more going on. I was more intrigued.
Yeah.
And I guess that's kind of been the theme through the season for me.
Yeah.
I've been more intrigued by Blue than I have been by Cheryl.
Yeah. And Blue's fallen hair.
Oh yeah, each one keeps falling.
Became sillier and sillier.
Well, and then she really started to look like a Harlequin to me. Like, ooh, I'm like a crazy Joker on a card, you know? Ooh, now imagine a set of cards with drag queens. But then also like a set of cards with her as the Joker would be fun.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, and then Cheryl starts diddling herself.
Oh yeah, I was confused by that.
It's the same thing that Charlie Hides did. Maybe that's a thing. Is that a London thing? But I mean, Cheryl did do a very impressive death drop jump. Like it looked like it hurt. I was like, oh, ow, oh, are you okay? And she was fine. So I was like, impressive, good for you.
Sure.
You know, she danced, she really knew the words. Yeah. She was living the song. I just thought I saw that like hunger from Blue, where she was like, bitch, I want to stay.
Yeah.
Where Cheryl was just like, yes, I'm living this moment and this song, but I don't know, for me, Blue eked her out.
I agree.
Particularly if you go by the rest of the season. If you're basing anything on
right, she's been in the bottom 3 times and safe every other time and whatever.
And Blue just came off a win.
Yeah.
If Cheryl had gone home, then just Cheryl could have come back like just Jerry. You know, been like, hey bitch, you're so beautiful in real life.
Fine.
Let's talk about how pretty we both are.
That's honestly what I thought was gonna happen.
But Cheryl wins.
Yep, Blue goes home.
I'm coming to Belfast, yeah? If we book you.
But I'm really gonna miss Blue. I thought she had a really good arc. I underestimated her.
Yes.
And I think she underestimated herself. And I think she really grew and learned and like embraced what this show is and embraced the competition and like all of that. I really liked her.
I really liked her a lot, and I think, like you said, I mean, she really talked about it in this episode too, but in a lot of them where it was like, you could see her learning who she is and how she wants to be a drag queen and what else she wants to incorporate into her drag.
Her feet,
exactly.
You know, growing, evolving. She's like, I could barely string together a sentence when I got here, and now look at me.
Yeah.
Throwing shade at RuPaul. You know, it's like, yeah, I love this.
Yeah. Yeah, she's really talented, and I think she had a really good showing.
Next week, the dreaded makeover challenge.
Oh no, I'm nervous.
We'll see.
Oh boy.
We'll see.
Oh boy.
It's always a mess.
Always.
So we'll see.
Yep.
Get used to disappointment.
Cheers. See you next Thursday.